Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So my friend and I took a trip to Las Vegas's very own haunted houses that are working year round here at Universal, and we first started with this Zoox, which is an automatic driverless vehicle. It's piloting here in Las Vegas, and it's very limited where you can go. It's mainly on the strip, but they do take you out to the Universal haunted attractions that are here in Vegas. So go with us on a little ride. The Zoox taxi is definitely a must do. If you are here in Vegas, right now it is free, and this was last year, but was free for us as well. And it's a great experience. It's super fun. You get to play whatever music you want really loudly in the car. That's why these are muted, because we were jamming out to all kinds of songs. The cart does really well overall, I would say. The only thing I kind of noticed is sometimes it does have a problem staying in its lane, mainly because maybe the sun is so bright here in Vegas and it's hard to see the lane sometimes with the glare of the sun. But not that it got into an accident or ran into anybody. It was a really fun ride, and for us, it wasn't a long wait at all. So let's go right into the haunted attractions. This was okay, I would say. I'd say the houses were pretty fun, and they were themed really well. I think the actors always do a great job. They have this show that goes on with Jack the Clown, who is like a Universal basically, he's like the MC of the Universal Halloween Horror Nights for years, and they have somebody out here doing that, and they have circus performers, and this was pretty entertaining and pretty interesting. They kind of torture one of the performers and an audience member, which is so fun. So this was, I would say, one of the better parts of the experience. Definitely worth catching. It kind of just pops and occurs like while you're there, just impromptu, and people just kind of gather around. There's really no seats or anything. You're just kind of watching. The restaurant, although it was themed really well, I would never go to it again, and I don't advise anybody else to. The food was pretty terrible. We got several different kinds of things just to try out, and they were all flavorless, and the pizza was like cardboard, and the food was cold, and as you can see, there was nobody there. They just weren't set up. It was themed really well to all the Universal movies. They do have a lot of actors that kind of roam around, and this was like the main hall where they have a bar and things like that. Everything is super overpriced, $20 drinks and just, things like that. We skipped all of that, and I wouldn't advise eating or drinking there, but if you do, you do. The queues for the actual attractions were pretty well themed and weren't too hard to stand in, meaning they weren't too long. This was the Universal Monsters, and you're going to see us go through. I won't talk through the whole thing. You'll see actually walk through most of the attraction. You'll hear me screaming, and I kept pushing my friend in front, and then I would go in front sometimes, and then my friend, and I think we had a good time in the houses overall. So this is us going into the Monsters house, so enjoy.
To exact his revenge on equally innocent souls. Who's called it? The Black Lagoon of Paradise. Only they say nobody has ever come back to leave it. my bride is a big empires that people will not believe in. Sentenced to death, not only in this world, but in the next. Most had only seen the cloaked figure of a man with a hideous face, and would not speak. Most had only seen the cloaked figure of a man with a hideous face, and would not speak.
So the scare actors really were doing their thing, and we did get scared a few times. I would say overall it's an okay experience. I might rate it a 6 out of 10. There's so many other things to do while you're here in Vegas, but maybe in the month of October if you're visiting or if you're local. They do have local pricing, but you have to make sure everybody in your party is a local, which I didn't know, and I had to get out of line, which sucked, and pay for my friend who's from California, but it's just kind of ridiculous. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, it's an okay experience if you want to go. There are probably other better things to do, but we had fun overall. Thanks for joining, guys. See you next time.